Hey guys, welcome to the new channel, Lords of the Old World. Thanks for coming over and subscribing. I appreciate it. If you're new, thanks for checking out the video. And hopefully I have something interesting that'll make you stick around and subscribe. So the purpose of this channel is I had a previous channel called War Game Painting a while ago. And I'm retiring that channel mostly just because I don't like the name anymore. It's not relevant to what I'm doing anymore. It's a dead company. And I've moved on. So my new YouTube channel here, Lords of the Old World, has some connection with something possible future-wise for me. A project that I've been working on about 2 or 3 years. Not really going to say much more about that because I don't have a lot of hope that it'll come out of anything more than just I'm bored and I'm doodling in a notebook. So what is this channel going to be focusing on? Well, as the title card indicated, I'm going to be focusing on a little bit of everything, actually. Primary focus, and at least 1 or 2 videos a week will be dedicated to Warhammer Fantasy. I play a lot of armies. I get a lot of games in. I'm in the middle of a campaign right now, and I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy reading about it. I enjoy doing a whole bunch of stuff with these books and the army in general. I love the end times. I'm cautiously optimistic about 9th edition as long as it's not a full-on skirmish game, which I'll talk about later. Probably in another video. I want to keep this one kind of short. This is just going to be an intro video. And then an overview of my Chaos Dwarf army. But yeah, so Warhammer Fantasy going to be the primary focus of the channel. It's going to be at least, like I said, at least 2 videos a week. Hopefully a battle report. If I can't get a battle report in for whatever reason, it'll be tactics, it'll be hobby, it'll be whatever. Warhammer Fantasy. I'm running a Warhammer 40k campaign for my local game store. I'm playing Tyranids, I'm playing Kraken, High Fleet Kraken. There'll be a little bit of that. If I take my equipment to the store, I set up my equipment, I get a battle report in for the campaign, I'll put it up. But fantasy is going to be the primary target, 40k less so. But it is something that might pop up on the channel. Lord of the Rings is the 3rd thing on the channel, number 3, Lord of the Rings. I play full-on Isengard Uruk-hai, and I'm going to be picking up a Gundabad army led by Bolg and Azog, and a armored Mirkwood army led by Legolas and blanking on his name, Thandwell. So that'll be kind of more of a learn how to play the game. Because a couple of my friends are interested in it. I just love Lord of the Rings. So you can see I'm wearing my Lord of the Rings Game of Thrones crossover t-shirt. I really do. I love Lord of the Rings. I love the books. I love the story. I love the history. I love the artwork that's come out of it. I love the minis. I like the game a lot. So I'll be talking about that. It'll probably be more of like a how to play, like I said. It'll be me teaching a couple of people how to play Lord of the Rings in video form. So hopefully it sparks interest in other people, and maybe other people will try it out. Infinity, I did pick up the new edition of the rules. I might be trying that out. I love some of the minis in that game. I think they're dynamite minis. I had a blast playing with Doramicom and Solid Smurf about 2 years ago now. Whew, boy, that was a long time ago. Was it 2 years ago? It's like 2 years ago, yeah. But yeah, so Infinity might make a pop-up every once in a while on this channel. The Batman minis game, I actually have that coming in to my local game store. I had the owner order it for me. I ordered the rulebook as well as Batman and the Gotham PD. Maybe Robin, I don't remember, I'd have to check my invoice. And then I also ordered Joker's gang, Killer Croc's gang, and Scarecrow's gang. Because I've read the rules for it, and I've played with 40k models to get an idea of the game. I love it. Really fun. Super dynamic models, really beautifully sculpted models. I'm going to eventually have to pick up the Adam West one. That's by Night Minis, I want to say, in case nobody's actually heard of it. I've never seen this on YouTube, and that's why I kind of want to have that as one of my bullet points here. I think it's Night Minis. Yep, Night Models. Nightmodels.com. KNIGHT models.com. They do the Batman minigame. It looks fantastic. So far, I've really enjoyed playing the concept of it. Can't wait to get my minis in. Super excited. I will be playing Hearthstone every once in a while if I just need to fill time on my 3 video a week schedule. I'll be playing a game or two of Hearthstone. That's a card game by Blizzard on the PC and tablets. Love it. Love it. Super fun game. Probably spent more money on it than I should have. Love it anyway. Great game. Probably be doing a couple of videos of those because I like my voice. And I like to think that other people like to listen to my voice. Drop Zone Commander might be a thing. I've got a couple of boxes of PHR stuff. And I actually haven't played yet, but a buddy of mine has, and he swears by it, so I picked up a bunch of them. My local game store was dropping their inventory of it, so they were selling it for 50% off. I went and I bought like $150 worth of stuff after the discount, so I bought like $300 worth of stuff at 50% off to play around with and paint up, because the models are cool too. And then the last topic is going to be just general hobby and discussion of the hobby. This will be painting tips, showing you what progress I've made on my multiple armies. I've got Lizardmen, Beastmen, Dark Elves, Wood Elves, and Chaos Dwarfs for Fantasy 40k. I have Inquisition, Sisters of Battle. I have the Stormclaw box set. I've got the Deathclaw box set. I've got Tyranids, and I've got Tempestus Scions and Space Hulk. So I have a lot to pull from there. Fantasy, I'll be talking about the End Times books. I haven't really seen any full-on reviews of the End Time books outside of a couple of podcasts that I listen to. So I might just kind of jump around on those. I don't know. We'll see. That would be under the general discussion, though. As well as just rants and topics that pop up and stuff like that. Whenever I'm running low on material, I can just crank out one of those videos. So let me pause the video. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on the last couple of days. I've been sick for like the last 4 days, and so I've been hitting the paint station pretty hard. And I just want to show you what I've got, what I've been working on, and I'm pretty excited about my Chaos Dwarfs. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, and so now we've got the Chaos Dwarfs here. This is 2 units of, or it's going to be 2 units of 12 Infernal Guard with Hellglaives, because I love the models, so they've got Hellglaives. And none of these models are done yet. These are all just base coats. The closest one that I have to being done is this guy, who's not even really close to being done, but all of the dwarves will have one side of their face is bronze, and it's going to have a chaos symbol on it, and then their shields will all have it's just not going into focus. Doesn't want to focus. And then one side of their shield will have, there we go, will have a symbol in it as well. Going with this red color for the scale mail, silver and bronze for the rest of the dwarf graybeards. The War Machine crews are all going to be kind of ashen color because, again, in the fluff, if you don't know, they are covered in soot all the time, so my War Machine crew will all be covered in soot. Got the Dreadquake mortar back here. This model is awesome. It actually rotates. I didn't know that, but yeah, that's super fun. I've been playing around that for forever since I got it. It was like the first thing I put together. Awesome, love it. You can see my lovely girlfriend's hot glue art that she leaves for me before she goes to work or before I go to work. Magma Cannon, I have a second one of these that's just primed right now, not even built. 2 Death Shrieker rockets. Really kind of proud of this. These Death Shrieker rockets, I'll put one over here actually. Have a little magnet there, and then and the actual rocket, they have a magnet, and that kind of just clicks in really nicely. So when I shoot off a Death Shrieker, or if it has a misfire or something like that, it's pretty easy to tell which ones have shot, which ones haven't shot. 2 Death Shriekers, those are guys are getting pretty close to being done. 10 more Infernal Guard. These are more guys with hand weapon shields that would be magnetized to be hand weapon shield and great weapons. I'm using the resin conversion kits for Warriors of Chaos great weapons on these guys. And then I've got 2 sets of full command behind them to go into the 2 units of Fire Glaives. I've got my Bale Torch again. This is a great Bale Torch, and I've magnetized his wings for storage and access and stuff. This is my Kadai Destroyer stand-in. If you guys can tell where the bits are, that would be cool. You can leave comments down there. But this is a Kadai Destroyer stand-in. Standing next to some Infernal Guard. He's pretty decent sized, I think. He looks about right, in my opinion. Then I've got a bunch of heroes. I've got 3 Demon Smiths, a Castellan, a Bull Centaur Turok, 3 more Bull Centaurs. I've got 3 more coming in the mail. And then a unit of 36 Infernal Guard with full command, and these are going to be the great weapons or hand weapon shields. And all of my unit champions here, because they are all the same, I went ahead and magnetized their arms so that they can either have the pistols or 2 close combat weapons. So yeah, and then I've got a Skullcracker that's primed, not built yet, and a Iron Demon that's primed and not built yet, and then another Magma Cannon, like I said. So I'll have 2 Magma Cannons, 2 Death Shriekers, an Iron Demon, a Skullcracker, the Dreadquake Mortar, 2 units of 12 Fire Glaives, and then a unit of 36 Infernal Guard with hand weapon shields, a Sorcerer Prophet on a Great Bale Torch, a Kadai Destroyer, and then 3 Bull Centaurs and a Bull Centaur, or 6 Bull Centaurs and a Bull Centaur turret. Alright, so that was my Chaos Dwarf army. Sorry about the shaky cam. I don't actually have my equipment set up right now. I'm in the process of moving, so all of that stuff and my microphone are all in a box right now getting ready to move. But yeah, so that's my Chaos Dwarf army. Super excited about it. It's a lot of fun. The models are amazing. Totally awesome minis. Reason I picked up Chaos Dwarves, I love their fluff. I love that they're a very niche army. Like, you can go to a tournament, you'll see every GW army there. Chaos Dwarves, not so much. It's an exclusive Forge World army. I was thinking about doing a conversion using normal dwarves into Chaos Dwarves so I could kind of use either book. I just decided to go full-on, absolute, 100% Forge World. Except for the Kadai Destroyer, because there isn't a model for it. If they ever publish it, I'll probably pick it up. But yeah, so I decided to go full Forge World, so it's a unique thing that, you know, people might convert, people might have some of the old stuff. Not a huge fan of converting an army because you think it's strong to play it. Like taking and doing it poorly, because I've seen some really piss-poor Chaos Dwarf armies out there. And I'm just like, I don't want to be that guy. I want to play the Chaos Dwarves because I love the models, I love the army, I like the collection aspect of it. Now I'm going to play the game with it. And I was going to buy the Smog model that GW put out for Lord of the Rings, because that model is bitching. I love dragons, I love Lord of the Rings. Wanted it really, really badly, and it just sold out so fast that both myself, my game store owner, and his distributors couldn't get any of it. So I have to wait for it to come back into stock. So I had $600 kicking around, and I'm like, pulling the trigger, buying Chaos Dwarves. So I bought a Chaos Dwarf army. It's going to be my last army until 9th edition to see what happens in 9th. So I'm going to put a lot of love into it because it might be an 8th edition army for the rest of its life. But yeah, so hopefully you'll stick around. This is video 1 for this week. Even though it's a Sunday, I'm going to count it for this week. So maybe my next one will be around Wednesday-ish. And then probably again next Saturday or Sunday I'll get another video out. But thanks for watching. I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, leave comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.